What's going on, guys? This is the Jpeg Journal, the official podcast of the 4TC Alpha Group. We are your hosts, Culture and Tony, and we live in Discord, so you don't have to. Let's get right into it.
We are in bear.
Yeah.
Not looking good.
Very bad bear.
Not looking good. Volume's very low. If it wasn't for Invisible Friends,
Yeah.
I think everybody would
OpenSea is looking very dead this week.
Yeah, it's
very dead.
It's not a nice place to be right now.
Not a good place at all. I mean, we have bear market. We got pixelmon, Kevin memes. I mean,
Yeah. Memes are popping off. That's the only
oh
thing
my
that's
god,
going nuts right now.
Oh my god, I
is
can't
memes.
believe the sales on some of these.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what was it about the Kevin that made everybody so hyped up and everything?
Well, I mean, I think it was just the meme. You know, I think that once the Kevin art came out, it was just so hilarious.
It is hilarious
compared to you know the promotional art that they were putting out. You know, guys, this is gonna be the best game. You know, we're so bullish in the NFT space. We're gonna be the best game in. And it's just like the art comes out and it's like, guys.
I remember watching the in-game play. Ryan D. Crypto put up a video and he was watching his in-game and it was like, it was so beautiful, like the whole thing.
It looks great. It looks great.
And then these little pictures that you get on OpenSea are just they look terrible.
I know. Did you see CoffeeZilla's video?
No, I didn't.
CoffeeZilla like exposes like rugs and he went over like the Lana Rhodes NFT rug and he made a video on Pixelmon's project, and dude, the dev of the project is 20 years old.
A Pixelmon?
Yes.
Wow.
Do the math on that.
Yeah. Well, how long they've been working on it?
3 ETH times.
Oh yeah.
3 ETH times a 10K collection.
Damn, he got paid.
He got paid. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I mean, people are asking for their money back, and he's like, "No, that's not how the NFT space works." It's like that is the way it works when you overpromise and underdeliver. So, yeah, man, I just thought it was funny. I mean, we have Pixelmon.
He got us all. I mean, he got us all.
I think that's
the best of the best minted.
I personally think that's why it's in such a bear market right now, is because people are like, wow, like
that's sad. Yeah.
Like, I don't think that there were many people. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, guys out there, that really called that the art was going to underdeliver.
Yeah. No.
I mean, I personally, and I think most people around our group, you know, thought it was going to be a blue chip project.
Yeah.
Obviously not. I mean, we have Kevin.
Everyone in our group was bullish on it.
They were. I mean, Kevin's sales were at 6 ETH.
Yeah.
And then we have Kevin Punks as well, just another meme project, which I find is hilarious. I mean, they're popping up. There's multiple more of them. I'm sure you could find them out there, but those are holding a solid floor of like 0.8.
Yeah, literally. So, yeah, and they've just been consistently holding that too. It's not like it's like you look in like the volume trade and it's like 1 ETH traded. It's like over and over.
Yeah, it's like in the top. What is it? It's in like the top 20.
Yeah,
like that, right?
Yeah, it was for a little bit.
It's crazy.
Insane. Yeah, it's just insane.
It's literally insane. But
actually, cartoons minted this week.
Yep.
That didn't do as well as I was anticipating.
I think it underdelivered as well. I mean, we thought the art was going to be better. I mean, we did see that. We did see that Onions trait.
I did see that.
Was
Onions
exciting.
Trait.
That was exciting.
People who don't know who Onions Gang is, there was a small story about it, but one of our friends, IRL, just got him into the NFT space. I sent him an invite to one of their Twitter spaces because they were giving out whitelists. And I'm like, oh, yeah, come to the Twitter space. You know, like, just listen. You know, they might pick you and they might make you. They might give you whitelist if you ask a question. And they're like the last person they bring up. The last person they bring up, they're like, oh, we got to bring this guy up here. Onions? That's the name of it.
I ran across the room to my phone. I said, there's no way there's got to be another guy named Onions. All of a sudden, they just go, yeah, we got to bring this guy up here. His profile picture is great. And it's just a Shutterstock image of an onion.
Got a little cute face. It's honestly very cute.
It's very cute. Very cute. But I mean, yeah, Onions became a meme within itself. It was great. And they did tease they made him a Toon Star.
Cartoon star immediately, which was crazy.
In the Discord chat. So if you guys are holding a cartoon, feel free to go in there, say what's up to Onions.
Yep.
You know, and it was they were teasing the trait, and then you know, as soon as the reveal came out,
well, they teased 1 of 1. They said onion 1 of 1.
Yes, they did tease that. Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that. No.
Yeah, I mean, if they did that, would have been crazy.
That would be crazy. Yeah, there's like I think there's 300 of them.
Yeah,
have a shirt and it just says onion on it.
Yeah,
just a shirt, it says onion. So
I mean, dude, you know, I don't know if did you want to tell the part about the story?
What?
where he was actually invited. So the community guys, the community actually was dead set on getting Onions in the server. He wasn't even in the server.
Yeah, he
just
didn't even
joined
have
the
an invite.
space. He's new to the NFT space. He doesn't really even know anything about it. He doesn't know how to mint. No offense, Onions. Obviously, we all start somewhere.
Yeah.
So he just got into it, first project, and he asked a question about merch, something like that. It was a good question. And everyone in the general chat in cartoons
They're spamming.
was going nuts.
Spamming onions.
Onion gang. Get him in here. Get him in here.
Yeah, it was crazy. Everyone started changing their picture to an onion, and everyone
Cartoons.
started changing their name to onion.
And Cartoons reaches out to Onions personally via DM
On Twitter,
and
yeah.
says, "Hey, our community loves you. We want you in." So they sent him an invite,
Yep.
and he just became a Toon star like that. The
Yeah,
rest
he
was
got
history.
whitelist. Yeah, at the time they were going to do 5 mints per whitelist, but they clearly, I thought that didn't make any sense when they really wanted to do that.
Yeah, I mean it's too much.
Yeah, 5 is you're
Because it distributes your holder count more.
yeah. There's
Not as many,
7,777 of them.
whales.
You're gonna do 5 apiece, like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? What are you gonna do?
Especially with that
2,000
7K,
whitelist?
the 7K
Yeah,
collection.
yeah, exactly. And I mean, you're gonna allocate way too much of the collection to way too less people, and so they ended up switching it to 2. He minted 2. Floor didn't do as well as we had anticipated.
Yeah.
Mostly, I really do think that it was because of the bear.
Yeah, I do too. I think it would have done a little better in bowl.
If it wasn't bear right now, they might have been able to do a little bit better. But another project that didn't do well was Shizuka.
Yep.
Yeah, that was.
I thought that was going to do well. Oh, guys, anime meta is officially dead.
Yeah, dead. Besides
Officially
Miri. Besides
Yeah.
Miri.
Besides Miri, we pray. We're praying for. Pray for Miri.
Besides Miri, but the anime meta is not looking good. I mean, look at all the projects that have released. You got Soulsy.
Yep.
That
one did okay.
That one did okay. It was at like 0.4 for a little while. Now it's like under 0.2. You got Project Ririsu.
Yeah.
Mike's favorite, Project Ririsu. You got Ethereals. No offense, Max. You got Shizuka. And it just shows that the Azuki trend is over because it's clearly none of the derivatives really did that well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like what we talked about last time. Like there's a project that's the first of its kinds, and after that comes, that's kind of just like the blue chip or the staple of that kind of art. And then from there, they're all just kind of derivatives, and some of them do well, but some of them, like look at Pixelmon. Like Pixelmon was the original, and people started buying up the Kevins, and then Kevin Punks came out. So Kevin's gonna be like the Kevin Punks are gonna be the original of that meme. That art.
Yeah, that was the first one because everyone keeps now they're doing Azuki Kevins, and fucking Kevin MFers, and they're just trying to do everything they can with the Kevins.
I mean, I don't. I don't not like it. It's funny.
It's cool, yeah.
It does. I mean, we had this conversation.
It gives us a bad rap. It
does give us
a bad rap. Yeah, it's like oh great.
I mean, it's the internet though. Like
that's how it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how the internet works. I mean, the people are just they will do anything. So
it's full of just memes and jokes. I mean,
yeah, because that's the thing. Like if a project comes out like Pixelmon and it's like the project isn't doing good, 0.3 floor after a 3 ETH mint. And then one person thinks one of the guys looks really funny, and then it's just after that it just blows up. It just blows up.
And little do they know that they're supporting the creator even more by just boosting up his royalties.
Yeah, literally
6 ETH sales.
Yeah, for real.
I find it hilarious.
Speaking of flopping, Parallel.
Yeah,
Not do good.
Guys, if you wanna get some comedy out of our content, feel free to go to our TikTok. The most recently posted one, thought it was great. I mean, we got to take the hit for it. I mean, we did say 0 out of 10 risk. This is NFA DYOR, but
always.
Yeah, I mean,
that
Parallel.
That was on me. I'll take that. I'll take that. That was on me. I was too bullish, and
I mean, I went along with it too.
But we should have seen it coming with the fact that they're gonna. There was 56,000 packs.
60,000 packs.
60. Right, fine. 60,000 packs, and. So there's 10 cards in each. So you're releasing 60,000 packs and 10 cards in each into an already diluted project where there's already too many cards. There's already too many pieces.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much money to go around. That's why the floor is 0.001.
And if I could add to that too, it's the way that they handled the launch. Last Parallel drop we saw, like a reservation phase, a pay phase, and then a delivery phase.
Yep.
And that was the same thing with this launch. However, the difference was is that once you reserved and you paid, the cards went into Parallel's vault on site.
Yeah.
Then you had to pay gas fees to transfer all those over.
Yeah, you had to pay gas, and it
For
was
2
more
packs,
gas.
guys. It was going to cost me 0.4 in gas to send all my cards.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I could go through and obviously spend less to send less cards because some of them are just commons,
Yeah.
aren't really worth much. You know, depending on if you're flipping or if you're collecting.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was going to cost me 0.4 in gas. It's just not affordable.
Yeah, that's what I did. I ended up flipping. I'm sorry, I ended up only sending like the rares.
Yeah.
I sent like the rares from my wallet, and I listed them, and not one of them is listed for more than like 0.03. And they're supposed to be like one of 5,000.
I mean, even dude, I pulled the perfect loop.
Yeah, the PL, yeah.
Yeah,
Red
and
card,
those
yeah.
were, I mean, last Parallel drop, the PLs were like, I mean, minimum like 0.5 for some of them.
Yeah.
And that was like out of 3,000 pieces. Now these new ones, like the one that I pulled on the last drop, was a 15K collection. Excuse me, 1,500 collection.
Yeah.
So, and it was going for 0.03.
Yeah, I saw a chart that they made, and it was showing where the amount of cards was going to go, like by Q4, because they're going to do more and more drops, and it's just like it should be so many, it's just gonna be impossible to even like to even pull a rare. Like even the masterpieces eventually are just going to be like not even worth like crazy.
Yeah, I mean even the masterpieces themselves.
They don't sell. They don't even sell. You know what I mean?
They
like
dropped to like they dropped from like they used to be like 100 ETH and now they're like between 40 and 60. I mean it's still a lot.
Still
it's
a lot,
of
yeah.
one card, but yeah, I mean those fell off a lot.
Yeah.
I think if on the next Parallel drop, if they turn the way they do it around, I mean it's just not feasible to, like the last Parallel drop, they transferred the cards for you.
Yeah.
So they just send them to you after you paid.
Yeah. They just send them to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, to that for them, that probably.
Yeah, but I mean they're charging 0.15 a pack.
Yeah.
There's people like who was the guy in Jpegs?
Oh my God.
Intrusive.
I
think it was.
Yeah, he spent.
He spent excuse me. He didn't spend. I'm not sure what he spent. He got 127 packs.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah,
So like I'm not sure if he opened all those, if he sold some, what he ended up doing, but I mean imagine transferring all those cards.
Yeah.
Which Parallel doesn't specify. Parallel doesn't stop.
Yeah, because last time it was just, hey, we'll send them to you. This is the delivery date. You'll get them. Now this time you're paying a gas fee on each card. So, I mean, you would think that since you're paying a gas fee on each card, that would maybe run the price up on the OpenSea because people are trying to cover
because
those
there's
gas
less
fees,
of them.
but-
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I think people were just kind of pissed off for this drop,
yeah, definitely.
because the way they handled it.
Yeah,
so.
definitely. And then because then there was the hour wait because it got messed up.
Yep.
But honestly, I'm happy with I was happy with what they did last time.
We were happy with the experience. We had a lot of fun with it.
It was fun. Yeah, it's fun. You know what I mean? But it'd be nice.
The Parallel card, the pack opening
is insane.
It's incredible.
Yeah, definitely go for pack drop 4. I went for 2 packs. I got 2 packs, and so did you. I think next time I will just go for 1 just for the fun of it because 0.15 whatever. But I mean, I spent 0.3, and I'm not gonna make close to 0.3 back.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you hold them for a certain amount of time, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, guys, if you're collectors out there and you want the experience, it's a great time. I mean, that's kind of like why we went for them.
Yeah, like the special rares, right? Special editions. There's common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and then there's the masterpieces. I pulled 2 rares, so that's the 3rd tier from the top.
Yep.
And they're not going for anything more than 0.02, 0.03.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even worth to sell at a loss. You might as well hold them.
Yeah, I mean,
just as a collector for now and see where it goes. I know that there's a lot of utility, I think, going to be with Parallel.
Yeah.
Like, they don't even have, like, physical
The
cards
game
yet,
isn't even out yet.
Yeah.
Their game is supposed to be crazy, and they're supposed to have play to earn and stuff, so, I mean, I guess that it'll, it might go good.
Yeah,
but
definitely, yeah.
Yeah. I like one call that I had jumped on this week was Stapleverse.
Yep. Staple.
Yeah, is Feed Gang. So what it is Jeff Staple, which is a very well-known artist. His whole thing is like this pigeon. That's like the logo and everything for the art that he made. He's from New York City, I believe.
Yep.
And
you ever seen the Nike Dunks?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so it's a Nike Dunk and it's gray. And then the inner lining is like orange and it has a pigeon on it. It was Jeff Staple collab.
Yeah.
They're sick. They go for a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like crazy money. We'll pop up a picture for you.
Yeah. What I've heard is that he's legit. He's legit.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So pretty much you can buy this feed right now. It was a 10,000 collection. You can buy feed. It's like a whole bunch of different scraps of food that are like found in the streets of New York City. The ones that I bought were coffee beans, actually. But the rarity, there's no rarity.
What are the other ones?
There's a bunch of other ones. There's like apple core, and like it's just like a bunch of random things that you would find on the ground.
Yeah,
But-
he takes a lot of inspiration from New York, so I think it's cool that he kind of applied those things that you'd commonly see in New York City.
Yeah,
for the NFT project.
Yeah, he's big in New York. So, but so pretty much you take this, you get the feed, and then on March 10th, there's this thing called the toss, and it's gonna last for 6 days. And so what you do is you burn your NFT, your feed, and you burn the NFT, and then once you burn the NFT, you're able to have a chance at getting one of the 2 new collections that are coming out. So the feed is phase 1, and this is phase 2. Is these 2 collections? There's pigeons and poop. Is the 2 collections. So when you burn your NFT, it's almost like a mint pass, pretty much.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a feed, you burn it, and then once you burn it, you're able to possibly get a rare off of out of pigeon or poop. But I mean, it might not be rare, but you're going to get one of those NFTs. You're either going to be a part of pigeon gang or you're going to be part of poop gang.
Yeah, I like the next part that you talk about with the
So so then there's like a challenge you can do where if you collect all 20 of the types of feeds, there's 20 attributes, because there's not like there's not like hats and all that kind of shit. It's just there's just 20 different types of pieces. If you collect all 20, you can get a Jeff Staple physical piece, art piece.
I like that.
And so there's 63. So one of the other types of feed is subway tokens, and there's only 63 of them. So what he was looking at is like there's only going to be 63 people maximum to accomplish this 20 feed collection.
Yeah, I mean it's going to cost a lot of money too.
Yeah, so the floor is 0.4 right now, and some go for more because there's less of them on the marketplace. Some go for less,
but there's no rarity for any of these. You said
there's no rarity. But
so people are kind of like making their own rarity, or not making their own rarity, but they like the attributes more, so people buy them up more.
Yeah, and it'll go by like, all right, let's say this one whale has all 19 and he needs a coffee bean. You know what I mean? Coffee bean might shoot up or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People pay attention to that kind of stuff. But yeah, so 63 physical pieces will be going out, and I think that's huge because I think they're going to be able to, that'll bring some real utility to the project. And the floor is 0.4, so I do see the floor running up on the way to March 10th, just because it's almost like a mint pass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
NFA DYOR, but I do see it as like a mint pass, and I see it's almost like when staking comes out, staking's gonna come out pretty soon, so once staking comes out,
what it's gonna do is like with any floor, like kind of like you're talking about, is a supply shock. So people are gonna start holding them, that way. So in the future they are able to take part in the feed process.
Yep, toss.
And or the toss process. Sorry.
Toss, yeah, it's called
and
toss.
The toss process, and then that's going to create a supply shock. There's going to be less for sale, and that will obviously drive the price up.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I like Jeff Staple. I think he's definitely like a figure, like a public figure. In New York City.
It's nice to have real life artists coming in.
And I was just gonna say as well, like it's cool when like a real life artist can make an NFT project, and like it's all digital. But I think where we're gonna see the space go in the future is, like we said, like physical art as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well,
like not just NFTs, like applying their physical art to their digital art, kind of like how we talked about with HAUS.
Mm-hmm.
Implementing the Murakami flower as well. So
yeah. There was a HAUS possible Kanye.
Yeah, I mean this is going to be huge, guys. So HAUS actually made an announcement recently that they're adding another team member. This team member is ILYA, and this is potentially some huge news here. So he teased it a little while, maybe a couple weeks ago, under announcements in the HAUS Discord. And what he was teasing was a pass, and on the pass, I showed this to you, Antonio, the tweet is no longer there. So unless you're in the HAUS Discord, those announcements stay there even if the tweet is deleted. But if the tweet's deleted, obviously you can't find it on Twitter. And it was a pass from Donda 2.
Mm-hmm.
And it said production from Kanye West on it, meaning that he had a pass to be on production in, the Donda 2. I think it was in New York City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or it might have been in Miami.
Where the listening party was and everything?
Yeah, the Donda 2, like
I,
big
I don't know where it was.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was in New York City. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah. So he had a pass to get into that, and so later down the line, which is just recently, he announces this guy ILYA is going to be on the team. Now, if you look into this guy ILYA's past, he does talk about being a creative director for AWGE, which is ASAP Rocky's brands, as well as Donda 2. He's has some affiliation with Kanye West there, so I think this could be huge.
Yeah.
For HAUS.
Yeah.
You know, because HAUS is also teased, like we talked about, clothing as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, who knows? Like,
So we've talked about it before. Asa, real deal.
he is the real deal.
Well, he's a real deal.
I mean, you know, I know that you've been kind of teasing him for not being doxxed, but
Yeah, I have been. But
once he gets doxxed, though, I mean,
yeah, I mean, you just look at a lot of the projects nowadays. The ones that are like really standing out, they're doxed.
Yeah,
they're doxed.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I mean, I think like we talked about in the past, like doxing is going to be huge in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's super exciting for HAUS, and on top of that, kind of to connect off of HAUS, how we talked about with Murakami, the physical piece. Murakami's actually coming out with an NFT project as well.
Yep.
Now he released a site probably about 3-4 weeks ago that we called in our group. You're able to go on site and just basically sign up for the newsletter. And what that newsletter does, just like it sounds, just keeps you up to date on where he's at with the project. So he's come out with about 3-4 newsletters so far. You can check our TikTok page for more information on that, just getting more in detail. We'll cover it here as well. So, the past couple have just been, about his process making his own art, his collaboration with Artifacts and CloneX.
Mm-hmm.
I love the art on that project, by the way.
I do.
I think it is like super like futuristic looking.
Yeah, it is.
It's sick.
It is.
I know JPEG is huge on those.
Yeah.
Quite a few holders in there, but yeah, it's
For
a 12,
CloneX?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a 12.5 ETH floor on the CloneX and Artifact projects.
Yep.
And like we said before, I mean, Murakami is kind of like a Jeff Staple. He's very influential artists. Whatever he touches is going to do well. We know that for sure. Yep. So this is hopefully 0 out of 5 risk.
Hopefully, DYOR and
DYOR and FA, but
yeah.
I don't think there's much risk to this. It did plan to release in February.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I know the guy is definitely a perfectionist as an artist. I feel like you have to be.
Yeah.
And so it just seems like he kind of explained at this point he was hoping to release in February. Obviously, now we're in March, so that probably won't happen. However, just keep your eyes peeled for it. We don't know what it's going to be. He could stealth drop. I don't think he'll do that, guys. However, it's very possible. So, for all calls like this, all alpha calls, you can join the link in the description. Free alpha group, and we go over all this stuff in more detail in their own channel under active calls. So,
yeah, we are both a part of. I'm a part of a paid alpha group that is called. That they're making a Gen 2 right now, and we are both in. I mean, like I said, we try to help everybody out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, what was the? I think there was a call in there recently that you wanted to talk about. I think it was Dippies we saw.
Oh, Dippies, yeah, Dippies was actually I like Dippies.
I like Dippies too. I mean,
I like Dippies. I mean, it's in the top 15, and it's been doing well. It pretty much is like they're trying to put this whole how hippies are revolutionary
in a van
yeah they're it's the rebellion, you know what I mean, and I think that what they're trying to do is something similar to kind of what the NFT space is. It's a revolution. The people don't like NFTs. It's not widely spread. It's not widely adopted. Globally or even nationally. And
so far,
yet. And so Dippies pretty much is digital hippies. The art is cute, doodles vibe. The
pastel colors and
say pastel, light pink, light colors. But pretty much they are they actually just released recently, and there's gonna be 4 pieces. There's 2 kings and 2 queens, and if you pull either of those off mint, they will send you 3 ETH to your wallet immediately. So I
You
thought
said that the devs are doxed too, right?
the devs, yes, all the
Okay.
devs are doxed.
So guys, if you're getting that 3 ETH, if you don't, come to us. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They'll be coming out of Mike's fund. But they are doxed completely, and they have a pretty solid team. They do have a Doodles holder on as a advisor, and they have a Bored Ape Yacht Club holder on as an advisor as well. It's always good to see those blue chip project members, rolling into the project.
Definitely.
But 5% of all the sales and 25% of all the secondary sales are going to the Dippy Stash, where they haven't really put like a lot of emphasis on it, but the community is going to vote on certain issues and certain things that they want to get done. Certain projects they want to buy into, even maybe charities they want to donate to, stuff like that. So that's nice. And then in 4 to 6 weeks, they're supposedly launching a airdrop. It's going to be a free airdrop for all holders, and it's going to be vans. So hippie,
I
vans.
called it.
Yeah, stereotypical, but
Van down by the river.
and they're going to be dropping off the vans. You're going to get it 1-to-1. So, if you have 10 dippies, you're going to get 10 vans. And they say that the vans will have some type of utility. They did hint at the metaverse, but, every project hints at the metaverse nowadays. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, every project wants to.
Yeah, they're going to take over the metaverse.
Yeah, like what metaverse are we talking about here? We don't even know what the main one is.
Not even one out, really.
Everyone likes to tease the metaverse,
Yeah,
but I mean, I think it, like we talked about before. I just don't think the metaverse is there yet.
No, I don't think it is.
It's gonna take one of these like big like Disney's or Meta or something like that
Yeah.
to actually make the metaverse, and then all of these projects are gonna.
No. Fortnite. I heard Fortnite maybe.
Really?
That would be sweet.
Yeah, it would.
Sweet.
I think VR is gonna be like VR gaming is gonna be huge. So I'm
Yeah.
not surprised if Fortnite implements that.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I like Dippies. What's the floor price holding right now?
24.
0.4.
0.4.
Okay. That's
So,
pretty
not
healthy,
bad.
especially in a bear.
Not bad. Yeah.
Definitely not bad at all.
One project that I like and I actually am invested in is ISO Room. I bought a floor about a month ago.
I saw your PFP on Twitter.
I tried to mint. I did have it as my
You
PF.
changed it.
I
liked it though. It caught my eye.
It's kind of cute, but I had to stake it, so I couldn't have it as my PFP anymore.
I hope they make something like that in the future where you can stake and still have it.
I know, yeah,
in your
something like
wallet.
that. At least a picture or something,
Yeah.
But yeah, so I have one ISO room. Wish I had more. The mint price was 0.08. It was like 0.088. There's only 3,333 of them, and I like the premise of it. So what it is like there's these little rooms, like these little cubicles, and so what you can do is you can customize it using their token. So they have it's ISO is their token that they give you. You earn it as you stake, and what happens is they let you customize it so you can put your NFTs that are in your wallet on the wall as like pictures and stuff, which I thought was really cool.
Pretty cool.
Let's say you want to flex a little bit, but you have a few.
Is there an interactive aspect where you can go into that room?
So
Like some kind of like a metaverse.
like walking into the room?
Yeah.
No, not yet. No.
Okay.
But they are putting out a Gen 2 soon. So this is the Genesis collection. They're going to be having utility rooms, which are going to do some other stuff, and then they're going to also have like ISO World, where you use the ISO tokens to do X amount of things. There's a bunch of stuff they have in mind, but one utility to the project is they use the secondary sales to buy NFTs and to get and they also acquire whitelist spots because they're such a big project, and you raffle them off. You get them raffled off every week. So once a week they raffle off X amount of things. So I'll actually list off what they have in store for this package. I'm going to be opening my gift live with you guys. So this is the 4th week in a row that they've done. It's called Gift Room. For this one, they have 1 Tales of Suzuki. Really hope I don't get that one. 1 Soul Z, 1 Tubby Cats, 1 Star Catchers, 1 Degen Tunes collection, which Degen Tunes is like a 0.7 floor.
Yeah.
1 Bunny Buddies, 1 Cat Blocks, and 1 Junior Slotty. So, you're looking at most of them besides Tales of Suzuki, and I don't know about Bunny Buddies or Junior Slotty, but you're looking at like a 0.3. It's a free 0.3.
Yeah.
You just say no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Slotty, like there's like a Genesis collection to it if I remember right. So
yeah.
I mean, these are definitely some good some good prizes for opening.
Yeah, so I mean, and they're giving out whitelists like crazy. So I'm not going to list all of them because there's literally over 20 different projects they're giving whitelists for. But one of them is Sakura Project, which is another anime project, but could do well. Bad Influence, which the devs on Bad Influence. The artist was one of the artists that worked on Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
Assassin's Creed. Disto Apes is a pretty well known project, but like Anti-Ape Association, there's 145 whitelists going for it. Like they're giving out crazy amount. There's over 400 whitelist spots they're giving.
Might have to get some of those and raffle them off to our group.
Yeah, and also the ISO rooms they're not expensive. They're like a 0.25 floor. You know what I mean? So you could scoop a couple of those.
0.25 or 0.02?
0.25.
Okay.
0.25. I personally bought mine for 0.25 when it launched.
So you didn't get to mint, right?
I didn't mint. No, I couldn't mint. I was minting from somewhere that has very bad internet. And,
Frontier. If you guys are familiar
Frontier.
with that internet service.
Yeah. You're lucky I don't have them at my house. Frontier. Not it. Anyway, but so I had very bad internet, wasn't able to mint public, but I bought a floor. The floor opened up, it was skyrocketing, and then started getting paper handed. So I tried to catch the dip. I bought it at 0.25, went down to like 0.19 for a couple weeks. I wish I scooped more around that time. I kind of was getting a little not confident, but I didn't read into the project enough. I didn't know about the gift room, and I didn't read into it enough about the secondary Genesis. That's why you gotta make sure you look into the project more.
Yep.
Make sure you know all the ins and outs.
You love to buy tops, don't you?
I'm a top buyer. I love buying tops. Yeah. I love buying tops like cat blocks.
Yeah, I mean that'll come back. We'll see.
Yeah,
that was my call, guys. That's
all right. So I just wanted to open this gift with you guys. See if I pull anything good. If I pull something good, it'd be kind of exciting. But
let me see your screen. Just turn it a little bit.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Watch us live.
All right. So I'm gonna open the gift. I got 500 ISO tokens. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go.
All right, and we're moving. On. I mean, did you even say that it was a possibility?
I forgot that. So they give out a bunch of tokens.
Yeah,
so.
guys, you can get all these sick projects just for free by opening it.
They give 1,000 people 500 ISO tokens, and they give 480 people 1,000 ISO tokens. So you can use those ISO. Eventually, you'll be able to use those ISO tokens to buy a whitelist.
Yeah.
So
you're gonna be able to buy a ticket with the ISO tokens to go to Honolulu. That's the next thing the devs are gonna say to the project. All right. All right. So let's move on.
Speaking of buying whitelists.
Yeah. Right. So last night, I thought we'd intro it with a little story. We did call this in our group a Habibi's stealth launch. Now there is a Habibi's Genesis collection. That project is at a healthy floor of like 0.8, I believe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now we actually tuned into their AMA last night. They've been tweeting.
Interesting to say the least.
Yeah, definitely. So they tweeted that it's going to be a stealth launch, and then they tweeted AMA stealth launch after. So not a stealth like Howlers again.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a little more of a stealth than Howlers. We'll get into that.
They end up launching after though.
No, they didn't.
No. But
I mean, I don't mean right after, but they said like.
Yeah, they're like trolling. They're like trolling. They're like trying to act like that it was going to happen like right after the AMA.
Yeah. So the reason we say it was interesting is because I mean the devs of this project are super rude. I mean,
they're terrible.
They're terrible. I mean, people were coming in and asking questions. Granted, some of them were like troll questions, but some people just aren't in the Genesis collection and don't know anything about it.
Yeah, and they want answers.
Yeah, exactly. So they would hop on stage and he'd be like, "Are you kidding me?" and just kick them off. And just like not answer their question. It's like, oh my god. So,
I never seen Dev act like that.
I have never seen a more rude Dev.
He was super rude.
Before.
He was super rude. Yeah, it was terrible.
But I mean, it seems like the project is going to be pretty good. The art is okay. I think the art's kind of funny. It goes along with Habibi's.
Mm-hmm.
But the utility, which we don't know all of it yet, but as far as I've seen and I was able to get into, go on their project, and their whole point that they made in the AMA is that they hate the grinds, which we can both agree with 100%.
Yeah.
The whitelist grind is terrible. So and it's going to change in this meta right now. It's definitely going to change in the future, but the idea is that getting rid of the grind, and that's the whole idea behind the stealth launch. So we still don't know when that's going to be. Obviously, it's a stealth launch, so just look out. They'll only tweet it from their Twitter. No kind of no kind of other contracts will be released other than on their Twitter. And one of the things that's cool about their project is we can pop this up and show you guys is the fact that you can actually buy whitelists with their native token, which is called oil. And they have some great projects. They have Bad Influence we talked about.
Yep, they have Bad Influence. Right now they have Easy Demon Club. Blockchain Bandits is a project that Ryan D Crypto has shilled. Kiwami is another anime project, but some projects that they had before.
Yeah, so there's some projects that are open right now for you to still buy with some whitelist, that whitelist spots are available. And then there's also quite a few closed projects where if you want to riddle those off.
Yeah, so they had Sakura, which didn't do very well, but was a very hype project. I'm going off of just like how hype the projects were. Yeah. The fact that you can get a whitelist spot for a hype project like this is pretty good. So they had Sakura. Satoshi Runners is a project that's still doing well. Gaming Ape Club. Karuro Beasts. Yeah, that's a big project, and that's
huge project.
Yeah, their ticket to mint or whatever was going for like 1.2 ETH for a long time.
Wow.
And they had Rare Bears, Atomverse, Battlefly, which is a project that I'm in, Cyber Snails, Fishman's Laboratory, Blacklist.
Blacklist, yeah.
Blacklist they had. Zoo Friends, which was a good project that was shilled a lot over in Asia. That was a big project. Space Pals I had. Just clearly they have connections.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And so we think that this is a reason, a good reason for you guys to get involved if you can. Obviously, you may kind of fight a gas war as soon as transactions start piling on the contracts.
Yep.
But I mean, look out for it. Something to look out for it and try if you can. I don't think we know the mint costs either yet, so
no one knows.
It's unknown as far as right now, but definitely one of the big projects to look out for right now.
Yeah, I like them a lot. But even though, listen, you don't have to buy into every project that you like the dev.
Yeah.
Just because the dev's a dick.
Yeah,
doesn't mean that you gotta. Doesn't mean that you.
For lack of a better term, he is.
Yeah, he was. Yeah,
not a nice person.
Yeah, he was not very nice.
Honestly, he talks to people like they're
idiots.
Trash.
They're idiots. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people in this space are new, or even if they're not. I get the trolling aspect. I get it.
Yeah.
People that come in and he's like, all right, when is a real question gonna come in? But some people legitimately didn't know, and he was just being super rude about it. So I mean, I don't think you should. I don't think you should be hosting an AMA if you're just going to have people come in and ask questions and then you
be rude to them about it.
You just think that they're an idiot. Apply that everyone's an idiot.
And then the people would have an accent and you couldn't understand exactly what they would say and you'd be like, "What, dude?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude."
It was one of the funniest. Not funny because that he was making fun of people, but one of the most the awkward tension in there every time someone came up on stage and every time. The person would ask the question, there was 30 seconds of dead air where you just knew that the dev was just looking at his phone
dude,
I'm going to kill this guy. Yeah. But I mean, look out for Habibi. It's definitely a good project in the future. So.
Yeah, I like them. Project that we forgot to talk about when we were going over physical aspects of NFTs is Antonym.
Yes.
Antonym is doing well, very well. They did do a Dutch auction, which I don't really like, but you
guys know how we feel about Dutch auctions.
Yeah. We're not gonna get into it. But what they're promoting is this whole idea of phygital pieces. So somewhere between digital and physical. They think that in the long term and in the future, NFT projects are going to be more towards phygital, so where it's going to be if you have a digital piece, you're also offered a physical piece. We talked about that earlier because I just think that that's going to be with Stableverse doing the physical, and I just think that that's going to be a crazy thing because it's just going to people always it's not real, you can't hold it, you can't do anything with it.
I can just screenshot it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's why I think that. Once you're able to get something physical, it might bring those people in that are, super against, the whole, not being able to hold it. It's not gold. Crypto's not gold. You can't hold it. The whole thing there. It's terrible. But, what they're going to do is the Genesis collection is going for 0.7 right now. And they're either going to do 30 physical pieces are going to be sent out, and they have different sizes. There's sizes that are like like a little desktop thing, and then there's even ones that are as tall as like a lamp, like in your house. And they're going to be giving them out to the people with the top 30 rarity antonyms. And so I just think that's something that obviously those are going to be worth a lot.
Super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, and they also have a
almost
lot of
reminds
artists.
me of it almost reminds me of a bear brick, if you know what those are. It's like
No.
they look like they're like little figures. Look them up. We'll pop them up for you guys. But they're little figures, and there's also HAUS dolls as well. It gives me that kind of like high quality, expensive art.
Yeah.
So even the digital pieces. So I think it's going to be huge. And we talked about this. We love how they incorporate, how these artists are incorporating the physical pieces.
Yeah, I think that's great.
It's great.
Yeah, I think it's great because obviously, they're not going to be able to manufacture thousands and thousands and thousands of them, but for a small amount, it drives the price up, and I think that'll be good.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that this project is going to be, the first kind of like blue chip of its kind. I know we always say that, but the art is just really unique on this one.
The art is very unique. They have a lot of artists. They have like over 20 artists, and they're all from all over the world. So clearly they collaborate and make the art better, depending. Like they all have different styles, stuff like that.
And I heard that these artists are also some of them as the same people and devs as Toys. That project that's out there right now, TOYZ. If you guys want to look into it, I think their Discord.
Do you whitelist there?
Not yet, no. I really haven't had the time. I've just trying to.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Yeah,
we've been busy.
Yeah, so
we have not been in Publix in a while.
Yeah, I kind of miss it. Kind of miss the voice chats.
I do like the voice chats. I do like the voice chats. When we say we live in Discord as in we're working on building our platform.
Yeah,
we are just in there all day. We're in voice talking about certain ideas and everything for the channel. So
yeah, I mean it's a lot of work, but we love it.
Yeah.
I mean we were previously in Publix a lot. And you make a lot of connections there. You meet a lot of people, and you get a lot of alpha. Like you'll just be sitting there, and they'll be like, "Oh, guys, there's a link for Toys Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Get in." And they'll just shoot the link out or say it out so other people can get in. So definitely some good alpha.
There's a lot of connections you can make. There's
Exactly.
a lot of connections you can make with people. I would recommend sitting in voices, and one thing that I do is. So on Discord you can actually edit your server profile for that page. And what I used to do was I would put like an exclamation point and then like a few spaces in front of my name, so that way my name was always at the top.
Yeah, it pops up first.
Yeah, so your name's always at the top. So when the devs are looking in, because let's say you don't have a name that starts with A, and you're like stuck in the bottom and there's like 30 people in there. When the devs are looking around, they're like, oh, let's see who's been active. And they see, oh, Tony's been here for the past 4 or 5 hours. He's been in there. You stay in the voices for a long time. Even if you're not talking, just keep your name out there. They'll see your name. They want to recognize you. Make friends. Talk to people. Because it is cringe, but you gotta connect with people. You gotta build connections because you never know who somebody is. You never know if this guy is a mod in here, or if this guy is, his friend is a dev at this place. He knows what's going on. There's all different types of, connections that you can make, and different types of, opportunities that will pop up based upon the people that you meet.
Yeah, and I was having a conversation with Marco yesterday, who actually just picked up an Invisible Friends. And he said, he asked me his opinion on it, like buying off floor, and I told him that it may get him some, it may not only make him like set himself apart from everyone else in a voice chat, something like that, but also alpha may come from that in the future. And so like you said, I mean, setting yourself apart from other people in that voice chat is definitely good to do. Obviously it's about being consistent in there. You don't have to own an expensive projects like that. But I think your point is definitely valid.
I do hope that one day that Discord does something like Twitter did with the Twitter Blue, and like having
because I know there's a lot of people that just set their
you can put anything as your picture, but if they make that in Discord, that would be crazy. Like your picture's like a square, or even like the hexagon, like they did on Twitter. I think the hexagon looked clean.
Well, I mean, we've already seen Discord go to PlayStation, So I mean, they have.
I heard they're going to Xbox too.
Yeah, I'm not surprised if they do that.
That's gonna be great.
Yeah, it's gonna be sick for Xbox and PlayStation players.
Yeah, Discord's amazing.
Because I mean, like especially with cross-platforming,
Yeah. How are you gonna talk? You can't talk to anybody. And cross-platforms become so big lately with all the.
So I think the technology is there in Discord. I mean, it's super. the technology is super advanced, anyways.
Yeah,
you know?
their platform is amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is not. It's not organized, but all
Yeah.
the features of it are great. All the little tiny features,
Yep.
changing the color of a roll,
Mm-hmm.
being able to make 100 different rolls, all these little settings and things like that. I think that they'll eventually.
in Discord Nitro that we still haven't gotten yet.
I bought it the other day.
You did? You did?
Yep.
No
I had to.
way.
I wanted the server banner,
Oh.
and I love JPEG's emojis. So
Dude,
I
I want. Yo, I know you can't.
Yeah.
You can't do the Keck one, the one of him blowing up.
yeah, you can't use any of that server's emojis unless you have Nitro. Like,
Damn.
in other servers, that is.
Yeah, I want to get Nitro so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's
What was it, like
only
$100
yeah, it's only like
for the year, right?
no, but I think it's like you can do monthly too. It's like $10 a month.
Oh, you didn't do the year?
No, I didn't do the year.
Cheap bastard. Shocker.
I need that ETH. I need
Yeah.
to be liquid.
Yeah.
It's gonna be liquid.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that was it for us today.
Yeah.
If you guys have any suggestions on what you guys want us to talk about next week, drop it down in the comments. And we are out.
Yeah, that's it for us. Feel free to hit the link in the bio if you want to join that Discord. We go over calls like this every day, completely free, and I think that's about it.
Bro.
For the culture, baby.